Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Aether Iron. First things first, we're going to go up and go to the fair with Nelly. She needs a bit of time off. She's burning out. It's important that we keep her fresh for solving the world's problems. She wants to go to the carnival. There we go. Coney Island. Never been to New York, never been to Coney Island, but I know of it. Largely thanks to stuff like Seinfeld, to be honest. But yeah, let's go. Now, our vehicles are pretty well kitted out at this point. We haven't had a combat yet since we did that, so I'm interested to see how we perform with our new setups. Let's see. That's pretty much it for the screen. We got a little clown.
I hear people say they're terrified of clowns. I've never really understood that, but I suppose if the clown was that large, I'd be cautious. A decent place to rest after spending a day at the circus. And a decent place to sit and have a snack, judging by the sealed packet of jerky someone left here.
Alright, what's that for? Some jerky. Alright, well, I still don't know quite how to use this. I haven't had an option to give it to Nelly yet. I'm hoping that it will result in something at some point.
Huh. Looks like a fully stocked concession stand, but nobody is here. Could be it's only open during performances. And there's a candy bar just sitting on the counter. Nobody's watching, so I might as well.
In today's episode of Aether Iron, Gia becomes someone who just grabs food that's lying around. I mean, sure, you can do that, I guess. Alright, well I think we just go into the carnival then. Oh, we got a doe here.
It's not acceptable. You solve it now, or I'm shutting you down.
But where will the animals go if I shut down?
A butcher's block for all I care. You're causing problems, and you're going to fix them if I have to say it again.
So she's the one who sent Sophie the lion's head in a box.
I understand. Please, forgive me.
Handle it.
A fancifully dressed man stands despondent before a group of shrieking monkeys. It's the kind of contrast one normally only finds after a night that's stretched on too long.
Gia, look! Monkeys! I've never seen them in person.
Read the room, Nelly.
Mm-hmm.
Can we...
Take Nelly to see the monkeys.
All right, but be careful. Those monkeys don't seem friendly.
What am I... Oh, hello. Are you here to see Jaeger's beguiling beasts?
Ooh.
I take it you're Jaeger? My friend here wanted to see your monkeys.
Ah, but it isn't showtime yet. Of course. I don't know if the show will go on.
He slumps a little. So, are you a performer?
He's clearly the ringmaster.
I am many things, madame. Performer, explorer, caretaker.
Nellie squeals in joy. One of the monkeys has grabbed the edge of her dress and seems to be trying to pull it off her to little effect.
Cheeky monkey.
Tamer and, trainer.
That's a lot of responsibility for one man.
Oh, but I am no normal man. I have been to the jungles of the Amazon to see the verdant tree frogs. And I have captured a Siberian tiger with only a butterfly net. I am the great Jaeger.
The monkey clutching Nellie's dress shrieks angrily, clearly upset that she hasn't surrendered it. Nellie's smile falters, and Jaeger deflates.
Animal tamer.
That woman you were talking to, Pearl, what did she want with you?
Ah, yes. Mistress Pearl is responsible for this part of town, and all the businesses here. It seems there might have been a minor noise complaint.
Nellie has crouched slightly, making a funny face at the assembled primates. Several turn to face her.
It was all a misunderstanding. You see, it just takes a little time to train. She will see my prowess on the stage, and all will be forgiven. I'm certain.
What was the noise complaint about? The monkeys scream in rage at Nellie. She stands up quickly and almost falls backward, clearly unaware that monkeys could scream in rage. So was I, for that matter.
These capuchins are just being a little difficult, is all. My animals came from a distant zoo, you see, and they are not all cooperative. But they will learn.
Do you train wolves? I don't know where that question came from. A vague image of glowing canine eyes flashes through my memory. A dream?
Funny you should ask. Normally, no. But I recently acquired one. Piteous beast that it is.
Piteous? Nellie reaches out a tentative hand to pet a monkey. The animal tamer gestures a quick wave of warning.
Please, miss, you should not attempt to touch the monkeys.
As Nellie pulls her hand back, one of the animals snaps at the air where her fingers were. She looks aghast and stares at her hand as though the teeth had gone clean through.
This I can deal with. But the wolf, it came to me in terrible condition. I would be surprised if it survives the night, let alone joined me on stage.
What's wrong with it?
They told me it was some sort of miracle wolf. Witch wolf. Aether wolf. Nine. Just a sick wolf.
Let's go have a look.
Is this wolf around here?
Yeah. Just over there. In the cage.
Nellie, have you had enough monkeys for today?
More than enough. I'd like to go, please.
Nice to meet you, Jaeger. Good luck with everything.
Luck? Ha! I don't need luck. I am the great.
One of the capuchins has somehow found a shard of glass and is pointing it at Jaeger as though holding him at gunpoint.
Put it down, or I swear I will.
Let's go.
Alright, let's take a look at the wolf. Don't think there's anything else to interact with here.
The thing in the cage looks more like a fur coat dropped on a wet street than a wolf. It doesn't move as I approach. It doesn't even appear to breathe.
Is it alive?
I don't know. I'm no expert on wolves, but I don't think this one is long for this world. The animal's fur is falling out, and its skin is gray and sallow. Obscured below the fur are violent patches of purple. Someone has lashed the beast, and it clearly wasn't interested in taking orders.
Oh, poor thing.
Whether by some uncontrollable pity or some other innate urge, I reach out and try to comfort the poor creature. My hand nearly reaches the cage, and Nellie raises her eyebrows.
Let's do it. Hey, oh, we smashed it.
I steel myself and let my hand pass through the bars. My fingers reach the wolf's shoulder, and I feel its warmth under the coarse fur.
Gia, the wolf. Be careful.
It's all right, Nellie. It doesn't mean me harm. Doesn't it? How do I know that? The beast looks directly into my eyes, and for a crazed second I think it's speaking in a low whisper. I lean closer to listen.
What was that?
Did those hellions come this way?
You mean the monkeys?
Of course I mean them. Who else?
We'll have a look. Ooh.
Off in the distance, a cloud of smoke rises from the top of a multicolored tent. A child's voice rises in what might be a scream, or perhaps a shriek of delight. Something tells me to look in the opposite direction. Down an alley, a painted wooden ball rolls by at high speed, knocking over several wooden crates and spilling their contents. Tiny blurs of brown follow. I think I might have seen something in that direction.
Violent dunk. I should say, where's the beast?
I glance back. It's gone. The cage is closed but empty, as though the wolf was never there.
But it was just here.
She's right. It was here moments ago. In the distance, another noise erupts. Then, the sound of a woman's voice, like a klaxon.
Jaeger! Damn you!
Of course she's back. Look, it goes without saying. But we can't have a wolf running around free. Can you look for it?
You want me to go looking for a wolf? What am I supposed to do when I find it? I'm no hunter.
You said you saw it, yeah? Then you saw that the wretched thing could barely move. Just find it and come tell me where it is. It can't have gotten far.
He has a point there. I doubt the animal has strength enough to run, let alone fight. It should be safe enough to follow.
Yeah, let's look for it.
Okay, I'll see what I can find.
Thank you. I'll be hiding.
Jaeger jogs off in a different direction than he came. Now, where did you get off to?
Interesting. I had no idea this is where this little scene would be going, I must admit.
Now, how on earth did you get out of a locked cage?
Maybe it wasn't locked?
I doubt that, but it's worth checking. There's not much to see here. Wisps of fur litter the cage, and an unchewed cattle bone in the corner tells me little. Nothing to suggest how it escaped.
I'm gonna roll pretty high, but let's give it a go. I think we did it. Ooh.
I examine the lock closely. Getting the obvious out of the way, the door is closed and the cage is locked. We're not getting in, and nothing is getting out. But there's something else. There's a scratch on the inner edge of the keyhole, like it was picked with a penknife, or something else thin and sharp.
A claw?
You're saying the wolf picked the lock? That seems unlikely. Someone must have opened the cage for it.
But we didn't see anyone.
We did not.
Alright, well, back to Coney Island, I guess. Ooh, okay, got some scenes of devastation around. What have we got? We got some fallen crates.
Here are the crates the monkeys knocked over. A cracked lid on one tells me it's full of booze, and the owner nowhere to be seen.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Take that. Fine to do.
A trash can toppled on the ground. Bits of discarded waste are scattered to the wind.
Easy gumshoe, give it a go. Ooh, didn't do it.
I look closer at the strewn garbage. A hot dog wrapper, a torn purse strap. But there, on the edge of the building, a piece of gum flattened against the pavement. A wisp of hair pressed into it. Wolf hair. The wolf did this as it passed by.
But where did it go?
It's hard to say. Let's look around more. A young boy stands alone, tears running down his face. Hey, kid. See anything strange?
Oh, I hate seeing children cry.
Me too. Go away.
He's hyperventilating. I'm not going to be able to talk to him like this if I want to ask him questions.
Give him the sweet we found.
Kids like candy, right? As much as adults do. I hate to lose it, but I fish out the candy and hand it to the crying boy. He looks at it in wonder and stops hyperventilating. That's the ticket. Hey, kid. Have you seen something frightening?
A big doggy, big and gray.
Uh-huh. Just a doggy. Which way did it go?
That way.
He points down an alley behind Hell's Gate. As good a clue as I've gotten. That's everything. The wolf got out of the cage, ducked down the alley next to Hell's Gate, knocked over a trash can, and scared a kid.
Let's follow it before it gets away.
Oh, Hell's Gate. I guess that's everything.
I head down the alley. Halfway down, along the edge of Hell's Gate, is a trap door. It's fully open, exposing a cavernous dark. Just peeking out, the tip of a ladder. What am I doing? A wolf didn't open this door or climb down a ladder. And if it did, I'd be crazy to follow. But this feels important somehow. Was the wolf really whispering to me earlier? What could it have been saying? I have to know. This is it. I've come this far. No turning back now.
Gia, maybe I should stay here and watch for the wolf? Keep a lookout?
Go look around the circus. I'll be back soon. I crawl down the ladder, carefully testing each step as I go. 10 steps later, I hit solid ground. The dark is a poison cloud filling my lungs. Shadows dance in my periphery. As my eyes adjust, I can see the vague outlines of abandoned objects along the floor and walls. The outline of devil horns along the top of the southern wall evokes the right above. Maybe some older version down in the dark. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. To the east is a set of wooden doors that look like they open inward. Probably the end of the walkthrough, meant to be approached from the other side. To the south is an opening through a devil's mouth, leading deeper into its gullet.
South sounds good.
The dim lights barely function in here. Ahead of me is a short staircase leading to a dark opening on the far wall. Looking closer, the stairs are flanked by scenes of the damned descending into hell. The steps are old, and the first emits a threatening squeal when I put my weight on it. What am I doing here? Chasing a wolf in the dark down a rotted staircase? This is crazy. To the north is the exit through the devil's mouth, and to the south is an empty, dark doorway.
South, I think.
This room is round, almost a circle from what I can tell. My eyes are beginning to adjust to the dark, but only so much. There's a bust of Socrates, Plato, some old philosopher in the center. This must be purgatory. It's not so bad here, really.
Oh my goodness.
I can make out a lot of gray. It's a boring sort of damnation. Still might be better than most of the burrows. To the north is a dark, empty doorway. To the east is a bright red door on brass hinges.
We go east?
This room is painted in scenes you wouldn't describe in polite company. Tawdry flesh and skin on full display. I'd almost rather not look closer, but something about the painted scenes draws my eye. So many people. The artist must be saying something here about how easy the second level of hell is to reach. People. Huh. It's strange, but I'm starting to feel like I have real friends. It's been a while. Working as a smuggler is a bad way to meet anyone worth trusting. Maybe this time they'll stick around. To the west is a bright red door with brass hinges and an unusual handle. To the north is something that looks a lot like a restaurant's kitchen door.
Wolf may have gone to the kitchen. Let's have a look.
The tables in this room are laid out across the floor like a bistro. Piles of rubber food threaten to roll off into the dark. One chair includes a seated mannequin wearing grotesquely stuffed clothes. This is the third circle then, gluttony. Ironically, the rubber food on the tables is mostly fruit. The mannequin's sins must involve a lot of grapes. I hated most fruit as a kid. Not that there was much around, untainted by the wasting. I wonder if what Nellie's doing will help kids in the lowers, even the burrows. It's an opportunity they ought to have. To the north is a hole in the wall. Looks like it was burned through. To the south is something that looks a lot like a restaurant's kitchen door. To the east is a wooden edifice resembling a bank vault.
Let's go to the hole.
Seems like I skipped ahead to the end of the attraction. A bit of light spills in from the west, vaguely illuminating the outline of a statue of Caesar with a knife in his back. So I've reached the 9th circle. I've always wondered how many people in my line of work were destined for the lowest depths of hell. For their sake, I'm hoping Dante was wrong, even if they deserve it. Piotr's still kicking around, so I wouldn't see him in here if the lights were on. He still has time for redemption. To the south is a hole in the wall. Looks like it was burned through. To the west are a set of double doors leading back to the entrance. To the east is a black velvet curtain hanging in the doorway.
Alright, let's go south,
The
and then we'll
third
head to the
circle.
bank. We'll head to
To
the
the
bank.
north is a hole in the wall. Looks like it was burned
East.
through. To the south is something that looks a lot like a restaurant's kitchen door. To the east is a wooden edifice resembling a
east.
bank vault. The bank vault door squeaks on the hinge behind me. I assume, kicking at a stack of wooden gold coins in the corner, that this room is supposed to be a hoard of wealth. Must be the fourth circle. It's hard to tell in the dark exactly what happened here, but there's a large amount of debris blocking the center of the space. No going further without a shovel and a few spare hours. Greed. Grow up poor and the notion seems like a distant fantasy. How can you be greedy when you're struggling to survive? These days I'm back to survival, but it's a different sort. One of the electric lights along the wall glows suddenly bright, followed by a soft pop as it shatters. I think I saw something, over on the other side of the rubble.
83% gumshoe check. Let's give it a go. Yeah.
I force my eyes back into focus just long enough to see a cardboard square. There's a record lying against the pile of rubble, but I'll have to try to get it from the other side. The path east is blocked by rubble. Back to the west is a wooden edifice resembling a bank vault door.
Go west.
The third circle. To the
back
north
here.
is a hole in the wall. Looks like it was burned through. To the south is something that looks a lot like a restaurant's kitchen door. To the east is a
Let's go
wooden
north.
edifice resembling a bank vault. The ninth circle. I think I'm feeling to the south is a hole in the wall. Looks like it was burned through. To the
Go
west are a
east.
set of double doors leading back to the entrance. To the east is a black velvet curtain hanging in the doorway. It's pitch black.
Space or
in
click
here.
anywhere doesn't do
I
anything.
feel my way along the wall to get my bearings. My right hand slides over a face? A mask. Rictus grin reaching almost to the top. Similar masks line the walls, clicking softly as I brush by. I can only imagine that whoever designed Hell's Gate had trouble with depictions of fraud. As I make a circuit of the room, I realize that I'm drawing a blank as well. Maybe a nice fresco of Marm, or any of the other deceitful, blood-sucking barons. It's always been amazing to me that any of them managed to swindle their way into power. To the west is a black velvet curtain. To the south is a barely passable hole in the wall that looks like it was caused by a collapse. To the east is a door painted to look like a devil, with a long gold tongue.
East, I think.
Ah, this is classic damnation. I can almost smell the brimstone, looking at the painted scenes of boiling blood and allegorical violence. Kids must have been terrified of this room. Maybe some adults, too. Not enough adults, though. Whoever beat the tar out of the wolf I'm after ought to have a comeuppance. If it was Jaeger, well, he did say his animals were from some closed zoo. And me, guns blazing down an Aether road, my enemies careening toward a long drop and a short stop. Forgive me while I wax hypocritical. I wonder if when I go, I'll land fender first in the river of boiling blood. Or whether there's still some hope of redemption. To the west is a door painted to look like a devil with a long gold tongue.
South.
To the south is an archway decorated with flames. Stepping through the archway, I'm filled with nerves? Some emotion I'm not placing. Certainly not the rage depicted in the fifth circle. The wolf is close, ahead of me somewhere in the dark. To the north, an open portal from anger to violence. To the south, a stone door made to look like a foreign temple to foreign gods. Something waits for me there. Am I ready?
Hopefully. Let's go south.
As I open the temple door, every hair on my body seems to stand up. Like standing too close to an aether coil. The air is filled with electric tension. Something's here. It stares at me like it's waiting for something. Something important. Who am I? Am I the kind of person who tries to catch my destiny? Force fate to follow my will, even if it destroys everything in my path? Even if it hurts the people around me? Or can I let go? Let something slip through my fingers at the very moment of victory, just because it's the right thing to do?
Let the wolf go.
This beast has lived in the dark corners of the world for too long. I could reach out and grab it, bend it to my will. But there's always a point where the cost is too high, and I won't pay it in another creature's suffering. The beast watches me for a long moment, azure eyes unblinking in the gloom. Then I hear it whisper. 1 step, 2 steps closer. What it tells me, I have no heart to repeat. Not to anyone or anything. Never mumbled under my breath beneath the covers of a lonely night, waiting for the fever to break. What it tells me is something I'll take to my grave. And as the words trail off into the shadowy corners of a forgotten carnival attraction, the beast's eyes close.
Tell us what he said.
I look at the space where it was, but nothing remains. Not a wisp of hair, not a lingering breath. I found what I came here for. An answer to a question I didn't know I had. And now I know I can let go when I need to. Not failure. A decision made, and a new chance to be who I wish I could. This will be the last time I pass through Hell's Gate, I think.
Okay.
I retrace my steps to the entrance of this ruined pit. I don't know how to feel about any of this. What did I just see? Was it real? Or was it only what I hoped to find? I crawl back up the ladder into the bright day. Nellie walks up, holding a balloon and looking at me expectantly.
So, did you find it?
Yeah,
Where is it?
gone. It doesn't look like it's going to be part of any show now or ever again. Did you get a chance to look around the circus?
Oh, yes! There's a man over there who can swallow swords. Not just one, Gia. 7 swords! And I just saw a woman wearing a leopard costume who...
As Nellie and I walk away from the trapdoor, I feel an odd sense of calm. Whatever just happened, it could have only gone the way that it did. For the first time in a while, I feel like nothing is watching me. That's a comforting feeling. It's one I think I can live with.
Damn, okay, so that was more of a spirit quest for Gia than I was expecting. I was expecting a bit of leisure time, but okay, no, that was cool though. So it feels like she's... What's interesting about that one is it's completely missable, I think. I mean, it was only because I spoke to Nellie when I went back to the hole just to check on a few things, and we were given the option not to do it because she said you could either take her to the carnival or just let her keep working, and we chose that. So yeah, interesting. And it feels like there's a couple of ways that could have played out as well in terms of what we did with the wolf. So, interesting. So we got soap, Mom's yacht, and then just carry on with this stuff. So what should we do next? I'm tempted to do Mom's yacht. You know? Let's track it. I think before that, I'd like to go back to... I mean, Mom, it's on the way to Mom's yacht anyway, but I'd like to go and do this, I think, again. Because I want to see if I can buy a healing arm for Cress's flatbed. Let's check out the general store first. That has some sort of...
Look what the cat dragged.
Show me what you've got.
We can fix anything. Well, mostly anything.
Yeah, this one. It's 182. I'm a little ways off, but I have got this to sell now. Brings us a little bit closer. No, it's not this one. It's this one, isn't it? So I don't need much. I need $15 and I can get that. There's obviously this stuff. I'd quite like the military grade grenade launcher as well for Luca's vehicle. Can I get $15? Well, I can if I sell this other heat-proof shielding. Or just the license plates. Reduce heat. I mean, we've got plenty of safe houses around the place. I think I'm going to do that. We're going to buy this for press. And a money.
Take care of yourself.
That's okay, though. Right, let's go to the garage. And we'll fit it. It'd be nice if you could sell vehicles. I mean, the stuff that I've kind of outgrown, there's very little chance of me using it. I mean, there's a possibility the Hippodrome Racer might be better for Sophie, but I'm not exactly sure. Maybe? I'm not sure. I reckon that would probably be pretty similar to be fair. Might be slightly more weight on it, actually. Not too worried about the AP, because it's currently got, like, just a load of crap in it. Okay, that's the coupe, wasn't it? Oh, no. Hippodrome Racer, right? Is this... Yeah, wait. Like on the part map, it looks like there's stuff there, but okay, it's a bit confusing. What am I doing? Flatbed. Okay, so I've got. I'll probably put it in place of the armor buster. Weight-wise, that should be okay. So we've got a single target heal, a couple of group heals. Yeah, she's pretty good at the old healing stuff at the moment. Mainly what she's there for. Where's she getting counter ram from? That's there. Why has Crest got that? And Luca's got it. Something must be giving that to Crest. What is it? I have no idea. There's a few weirdnesses going on. Particularly in the garage menu, it seems like. She definitely shouldn't have that. The only thing I can think is that maybe the vehicle has it as, like, just part of its, like, loadout. It doesn't say that anywhere. No idea. I wish you could rename stuff. I don't think how we renamed Honeybee. I think it was just in like a visual novel, like text, wasn't it? Okay. Anywho, we're back up to where I want to be in terms of the healing. The only thing I kind of really have my eyes on at the moment is that improved grenade launcher for Luca. So we're going to need a couple of hundred for that. So we're a ways off that. Let's go to Mom's yacht. Maybe there'll be opportunities to steal some good stuff. Who knows? Oh.
The yacht is a declaration of wealth and power as subtle as a boot to the throat. It's a world I have no business setting foot into, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Giovanna, darling, this way. We have no time to waste.
I spot Sophie and amble my way over to her chosen spot, along a roped-off section of the deck, devoid of any partygoers. Sophie fishes a leather valise out from the shadows. She dutifully stands in front of me, blocking the leers of any looky-loos before handing me my new skin.
Your gown, Cinderella?
Sophie's picked out something elegant that's also businesslike. Putting it on is like entering a world of privilege I've never known. I can feel my face flush as I change, even in this private corner. And sorry for my email dinging then. Let me go and mute that a sec.
So, what do you think?
Oh. Hello.
Yes, that should do. Good work on my part, if I do say so myself.
Well, why she needs a disguise is pretty obvious, but what about false credentials?
So what's my cover?
Your nom de guerre for this evening is Miss Fiorella, a young shadowbacker in various unassuming lowers businesses. You're looking to expand your investment portfolio.
Won't I stand out?
You're a smaller fish than Marm usually deals with. But she has a soft spot for ladies with an enterprising nature. So remember, tough, but with table manners.
Smaller fish. Tough, but table. Got it. Blueprints?
Pat yourself on the back later, Soph. Klossner's definitely showing up, right? Will he have the blueprints with him?
It's a certainty. I requested that he bring them specifically for the purpose of modeling a replica cake of pandemonium for Mom's birthday. She does love her sweets, the old dear.
That's all well and good, but I'll need to get close to him to nab those blueprints. Otherwise, this is all for nothing.
Relax. It's a cinch. Klossner will be on stage as a part of the docking speeches. He's the one with the round frame cheaters. When he bellies up for his turn, go through his things. As easy as quiche.
Shouldn't that be easy as pie?
I'm showing off tonight, remember? Pie is so common.
Well, ooh la la to you too. All right, enough horsing around. What are you up to during all this?
Being Marm's shadow. I hope you won't require my assistance, but if the situation grows desperate, I can run interference for you.
Hoping I won't need it. This situation is eggs and coffee. See you there.
What does that mean? I've never heard that expression before in my life.
Party is in full swing. Haves swapping stories about screwing over the have-nots, enjoying success now that they don't have to bruise their own knuckles. Some guy in a penguin suit passes by, so I snatch a flute of bubbly to steel my nerves.
Right, that's going to be Klossner, yeah. Spot him a mile off.
Not for the first time. I wonder why I'm always making deals with the devil. One devil with many different names and faces, who's sure to catch me one of these days.
Are you enjoying the music? Wunderbar! They can play anything from Wolle to Toscanini. They're worth every penny. But I get them for free. Their brother owes me.
A little bird told me that he saw one of Marm's little helpers gallivanting around town with the comptroller. A married man! Is there no shame anymore?
Pardon me, miss. You look like a worldly woman of taste and discrimination. Tell me, do you find yourself more drawn these days to dining out or to taking in a good show?
Sorry, are you asking me out on a date?
Perish the thought. I'm not from the lowers. I was hoping to gain your opinion so I can make an informed decision.
The Lowers is practically run on Burroughs-style fish and chips. You set up a storefront and get a cook who knows his business, and you'll see a return by the end of the year, guaranteed.
Fried fish. A Burroughs recipe, you say? Forgive me, but that makes no sense. Aren't the Burroughs all but abandoned by this point? Why would I cater to them?
Look, people didn't leave the Burroughs on a whim. The street kids moved house, but they still ache for a taste of home. A fish joint in a burg full of expats could clean up.
A fish joint. I see, you make a good point. I should do some more research. Thank you for your time, miss.
I don't think she was fooling anyone there, Gia. Anything over this way? Anything over this way? Yeah, maybe this way.
Pardon me? Oh, pardon me, miss. Do you have a moment for a conversation? T.L. Watkins. I write biographies. The Venerable Baron has commissioned a story of her life in honor of the upcoming anniversary. I would love to hear any anecdotes you'd care to share.
I've heard a few things.
Leave out no detail, however salacious. Just as long as they don't get me killed.
Mom's lost love.
Ever heard about the love of Marm's life? Bet you haven't.
That's a new one. Certainly, Marm has been seen around town with a gent or two, but everyone knows she's never settled down.
He was a poor kid. No one knows what barony he came from. He pulled himself up from nothing, worked his tail off, all to make a home for the two of them.
So what happened next?
That's the tricky part. Some say he was shipped out during the war and died overseas, or he passed from the wasting. Some say he was killed to warn Marm off. Whatever the real story is, they all end the same way. Marm would never love again.
Who knew Marm was capable of such heart-rending devotion? What a tragedy. Beautiful in its way. Who wouldn't be moved by such a story?
The second the words escaped the author's mouth, I know the answer. Mom wouldn't. She tore her heart in half and learned to do without it. We'll move down these.
I take it you've already heard of the Hackthorn disaster?
Who hasn't? An entire ferry liner carrying migrants from the burrows into the lowers crashing into an island? Why, Marm herself was on board the General Hackthorn, if memory serves.
I wait for his brain to catch up to his mouth. He already knows everything I could tell him about the subject.
Oh, poor thing, a young Magdalene emerging from the wreckage, surviving despite the odds, growing up with nothing, finding a way to thrive on the dangerous streets. Truly inspiring.
Did you get a good look at Marm's silk wrap?
Now that you mention it, that's a Juno scarf, isn't it? As exclusive as it gets. Even the well-heeled in the uppers can't get their mitts on one without connections. Are you saying...
Look back in the archives a few years, and you'll find that an Aether freighter carrying Juno's seasonal line was hijacked before Fashion Week. Marm had that nifty piece a few days later.
I see. My, Marm has...
With a sudden thought and a burst of speed, the excited biographer begins to scribble rapidly.
Shadowy hands looming just over the city, plucking at invisible strings. Ooh, that's good.
Hope there's something there you can use. If you don't mind, I'm going to see about refreshing this drink.
I can't thank you enough for these leads you provided on Marm's life story.
Don't mention it. Really, don't mention it. I'd like to continue my own life story.
Hold on just a moment. If you like well-written pieces, this is the article that actually attracted Marm's attention.
All right.
The hack hands me an article printed on high-quality glossy paper like you'd see in a fancy arts rag. The article paints Marm as a genteel patron of the arts. Convincing, unless you've actually met her. The second half of the article is about pandemonium and its design. A lot of words like incandescent and revolutionary are sprinkled throughout. There's a quote by the man himself about the need to ignore distractions in pursuit of one's art. Interesting. Thanks.
Okay. Gaming table. We did that one, didn't we? So we've got Sophie. We'll probably avoid Sophie. I don't really want to attract undue attention.
Look, I can't help it if I'm on a hot streak, buddy. Don't get sore with me. It's the cards what made a monkey out of you.
That egghead's a lost cause. I bring him a business proposal, and that crumb treats me like a church lady collecting for war orphans.
This looks like the door to the stock room at the back of the bar. There's almost certainly heavy foot traffic from the staff. So if I want a drink on the house, I suppose I'll have to get creative.
Give it a go. Nice. I snatch a half-empty bottle of an aggressively mid-shelf wine from the nearest empty table and stroll up to the door with all the swagger of a peacock on parade.
The barback answers the door, squinting at me with annoyance. Guess he's not used to dealing directly with customers, which makes this the perfect time to lean on him. What the hell is this? Do you really think the Duke is going to drink this swill?
The Duke?
The Duke of Old York is on this cruise. We ordered top shelf, and if this is it, you can bet his lordship won't be booking with you the next time he crosses the pond. The barback ruffles his hair nervously, shuffling through a few bottles before emerging with an elegant black bottle covered at the top with burnished gold foil, hugging the neck like a tuxedo collar.
Here, on the house. Please convey our apologies to his lordship.
Right, got another bottle of champagne back. We sell it. I don't think we need it for the, blockade type things. Right. Guess it's time to speak with the man himself.
And colleagues. Now, Too sterile.
Softly, I approach Anton Klossner, the architect of Pandemonium. Like any good man tinkerer, he can't help but toy with his speech until the very end, so he doesn't notice me.
Criminal hooligans and grubby investors. I do hope you're enjoying yourselves at my employer's expense. That would be fun, but no.
Near his feet, I notice a worn but expensive buffalo leather satchel, just about the right size for a set of blueprints. But now's not the time to make my play.
Take a seat.
I just take my seat when Marm and her entourage step out in front of a waiting audience.
Good evening, my friends. I've enjoyed a fine life in the greatest city in the world. I enjoy the rule of more than 100 islands, but I've always had a special spot in my heart for Klein Deutschland. In those days, my youth was my armor. I took a pack of girls from my orphanage, and together we formed what would one day become my beloved dolls. The Mädchen would never be hungry again.
In the course of my business, I have made firm friends with people from all walks of life. Let's all give a hand to one of those friends. Mr. Killmeyer, honorary citizen of the barony.
The crowd's attention moves to Killmeyer, who is sprawled out over a couch in one corner of the audience. He raises his champagne flute sourly, knowing the light won't move until he responds. For a heartbeat, Killmeyer and I make eye contact. Should I play it smooth, or tweak his nose to remind him of our deal?
Poker face.
I roll my neck and shut my eyes like it's the most natural thing in the world. When I open them, Killmeyer looks as laconic and ill-tempered as ever.
Now, don't worry yourself, my good friend. You no longer have to forge your path alone. Look!
Surrounded by waves of cheering, I try to keep my mind on the job and on watching Klossner, but I can't help myself. The applause dies down abruptly, as everyone follows Marm's eyeline.
Behold, my friends! Behold the future!
Was that powered by red Aether? Is that why it's that color? Seems there's a fair bit of it.
I see Killmeyer's island glowing brightly. My stomach drops. The island looms ever larger, coming towards us. Ponderous, inevitable. I want a better look, but it's too far off. One of the guests at my table has a pair of opera glasses hanging halfway out of her purse. They're not much, but they might be enough to give me a clearer look at the approaching island.
Yeah, let's just... I mean, it's...
Between the approaching island and Marm's presence, it should be child's play to cover the opera glasses with a napkin and deposit them into my lap without being spotted.
Nope. I move my arms as if stretching my back to reach the glasses, but I accidentally jog a passing server, causing him to spill on my neighbor and drop his tray in a loud clatter.
Killmeyer clutches his champagne flute so hard I expect it to shatter like the bits of foundation crumbling loose from the island. A long silence descends, followed by a smattering wave of applause.
Friends, bear witness. We will usher in this marvelous land of tomorrow with the designs of the one and only Anton Klossner, designer of Pandemonium and countless other works.
Klossner stands halfway up from his seat, his forehead dripping with sweat, thick and pungent with fear. He favors the crowd with an airy wave, but he walks like a man about to face a firing squad.
Yes, thank you, Marm. We plan to remake Klein Deutschland with new marvels, in the spirit of our previous works.
Klossner seems drunk on his own brilliance. The applause dies down. Carefully, I circle around to where he was sitting. All eyes are glued to either the stage or the new Dreamland annex. I sidle over to the architect's abandoned bag and dive inside with both hands and sift through loose papers, pens, small bottles, but there are no blueprints in the bag. None at all.
Frantically, I dig deeper. I find schematics for some kind of Aether device. I'd need Nelly to make sense of these. Oh, that might go... Well, okay, that might go with the device I've been trying to give her in my key items. Cool, okay.
There are no plans here, but they have to be here. They have to, or this is all for nothing. I'm starting to panic when a loud whisper startles me in the middle of my search.
Say, what are you up to under the table there, little lady? Did you lose an earring?
I'm going to vomit. I'm airsick. It sounds fishy even to my own ears. Luckily, this stiff's had a few.
Oh my. Just stay there, lady. I'll go find a guy with a bucket or something.
The partygoer scurries off, not wanting his suit ruined. Even so, I've been made. I get up as soon as his back's turned and glide away as inconspicuously as possible.
Thank you, Anton, for your exciting and thorough presentation. If any of you care to discuss business with Mr. Klossner, do visit him at his table. Otherwise, please enjoy yourselves.
The venue is buffeted with laughter and applause as Marm leaves the stage. The band strikes up again, and soon, adventurous couples begin to dance. I need to find Sophie, now.
She's over here.
There you are. Did you find the package?
No dice, Soph. No prints. No sign of them anywhere. You swore he would have them. What the hell happened?
Giovanna, I'm telling you. I heard Klossner and Marm talking about the replica cake just before. I know he has them. You must have missed something.
I practically disemboweled that satchel. You said this guy never leaves his house. If we don't get the blueprints tonight, we're sunk. Could he have stashed them somewhere else?
I suppose it's possible, but I can't say for sure. Marm would know, but she's busy being the life of the party.
In that case, we'll have to go to the horse's mouth. Can you get Klossner alone?
I'm supposed to be watching Marm's back, so that's not the right play. Maybe I can set him up. He's the nervous type. Frazzle him and he'll go off by himself somewhere. I'll need your help to make it work. Find me someone I can tear into. I'm going to make a scene so big that Klossner won't be able to handle it.
While we're at it, what's Killmeyer doing here anyway? I'm surprised he bothered to show, seeing as how Marm cut him off at the knees.
It's tradition to keep the old Baron around when someone gets annexed. Trust me, even if Killmeyer hates Marm like poison, he'll want to stay on her good side. Still, you wouldn't be a good pick for our little plan. Marm's watching him like a hawk to see if he falls out of line, which, let's face it, he probably will. Besides, he has a reputation as lousy company.
You're not going to fit some poor chump for a Chicago overcoat, are you?
Gia, we might be a lawless bunch up here, but give me a little credit.
Is this really necessary, Soph? Can't you just ask him to meet you somewhere out of the way?
We have the same employer, but he doesn't work for me. If I ask him to meet here, someone will find out and I'll have to answer for it. It wouldn't look right. Trust me, this is the right play.
Okay, you've convinced me. Who's our pigeon?
Find someone whose inconvenience won't keep you up at night. Look around. It won't take long to find someone obnoxious or gauche or about to step into trouble with Marm.
Alright, who we got?
Yes. Papa's gonna buy a new pair of alligator shoes. Why don't you just save time and hand your money over now, you crumb bums?
I roll the sweet champagne over my taste buds as the loudmouth uses both hands to gather the pot. The dealer pauses before dealing again. The loudmouth wins again, with less grace than before. I stare at the player's hands and wait. In the blink of an eye, I see a card appear in his hand. I didn't catch a flick of the wrist or any of the other classic signs. Something shifty's going on here. I keep my ears peeled as another hand comes out. This time I hear a slight brushing of metal on cloth, and I instantly know his racket. Yep, there it is. a wire sticking out from his pant leg. Nobody's going to miss a cheater at a gaming table, least of all Sophie. Looks like I've found a sacrificial lamb.
I guess we go back to her. She hasn't got a quest marker, but I'm just wondering if there might be other We're very close to leveling up, like... Oh, well, maybe not that close. I thought it was... Okay, that's not quite what the experience bar looked like the last time, so maybe I went with that. Alright, Sophie.
So, Gia, did you find me a fall guy?
Sophie, the guy at the card table. Spied him using a Keplinger holdout.
My. Fearless flyer. Let's make an example of him, shall we?
Right, I'll get to work on our mark. Why don't you kick back for now, get a little rest? Taking the show, just keep a close eye on Klausner. We don't want to lose track of him. Sophie turns away, and in a blink she's checked her hair, touched up her makeup, and adjusted her skirt. I can't tell if she's enjoying herself or just showing off. Maybe both.
The card sharp keeps a boyish grin on his face, radiating a pure innocence. Sophie's hand shoots out like a piston, clearly exposing the rod and cable of the Keplinger's holdout running up his sleeve.
In no time at all, his hands have been bound and he's deposited by the goons onto a small platform attached to a pulley, hung high above the yawning abyss.
Attention! Allow me to introduce tonight's entertainment. This man was caught cheating at one of our tables. Say hello to the nice people.
Hi, folks.
Splendid. Since Mr. Cheat enjoys games of chance, he will play a very special game. Based on one of Marm's favorites, Russian roulette. The pulley just behind me is paramount to the game. Regard this platform upon which our contestant stands. Regard these two ropes. One rope is unattached, and cutting it will have no effect. The other will release the platform when cut. Here's where you come in, friends. You, the audience, will choose which rope I cut. Left or right. One will ensure our contestant's safety. The other helps our friend enjoy the night air.
The crowd is dense, so it's hard to gauge individual reactions, but not Marm's. From the stage, she is beaming with maternal pride. Figures.
So what will it be, folks? Left or right?
Left.
Right.
All of a sudden, I'm glad I didn't pick some random sap for this punishment. One of Marm's goons walks forward and hands Sophie a polished scimitar, its honed edge gleaming in the moonlight. Sophie takes the weapon in her left hand, blade facing towards the night sky. Theatrically, Sophie plucks a single hair from the contestant's head to test the sword's sharpness.
God, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't do the... I thought I'd get a chance to do those examination things, but, I mean, he's asking for it, I think.
I don't want anything to do with the blood sport laid out before me. Sophie pivots to the right and slashes through the rope like a knife through cooked pasta.
I see the blade part the rope, hearing the line giving way. I see the contestant's mouth distend in an expression of utter horror, a blood-curdling scream ripping forth.
Sophie's grin is broad enough that I can see every one of her front teeth, shining like cut ice. She's having a great time. The platform plummets. By 10 feet, no more. With a pop and a bounce, the platform springs back up, the contestant sprawled out across its spare surface. The cheat lays prostrate, his hands folded. From the low drone of his voice, I can tell that he is praying. Tears splash from his cheeks.
Darling, shush, relax. We're just having a little fun. Of course we wouldn't ruin such a lovely evening with an execution. Thanks for being such a good sport. Folks, let's give our contestant a great big hand.
Wild cheers deafen me as the crowd voices their approval of the stunt. With surprising care, the audience members take the contestant into their waiting hands. In the meantime, Marm and her escort have made their way to where Sophie still stands by the swinging platform.
Sophie, Sophie, my beautiful, brilliant Haitian. Just look at those smiling faces. Now, let me take care of you for a spell. Clyde, Giuseppe, bring my good girl here a warm drink and a chair.
Thank you, Marm. You know what's best. Like always.
I've just sprawled in my seat with a plate of hors d'oeuvres when I spy Klossner pushing through a crowd of revelers. Now's my chance. I cram a canapé into my mouth and stride across the lawn.
What lawn? Okay.
Klossner is here, relaxing in a comfy chair. He's writing in a large, leather-covered notebook and humming quietly. He looks almost serene.
Cool. Okay, well, we're going to leave it on that note, I think. I suspect that we've got a ways to go in this little mission yet, because the other one, the Luca one, took a long time as well. So, yeah, we'll come back and finish it off in the next episode. I'll just say thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Interesting spirit quest at the carnival, which I wasn't expecting at all, so that was kind of cool. And, yeah, interesting party so far. And I'm sure there's more to come as well. But yeah, if you could hit the like button if you've enjoyed this, that would be awesome. And, you know, leave me a comment as well. Let me know your thoughts on the game so far, this episode in particular. Anything you've got to say about the game itself. Just always great to get feedback. And a big thank you as always to our channel members for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. Continues to be hugely appreciated. And if anyone else is interested in checking out memberships and getting earlier access to my videos, that would be brilliant. Thanks very much. I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.